a drop in intensity, a loss of concentration?
I just want to talk about the first half, I think, to start with. I think it was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yes.
Pretty positive rugby. We're nice and direct and disciplined when we had to be, and took our opportunities in space when we had to be. The Tars are a quality side, and as you'd imagine, they came out in the second half and challenged us, put us under a little bit of pressure in defence, which you'd expect when they're 28-3 down. So we didn't get it all our way in the second half. The first half we were very good. So I'll talk about that, I think.
Dan, you've had a few victories over the Tars and 2 this year, but is this the most satisfying one?
Oh, they're all satisfying because they're tough, because we respect them. They're a good side, while we got the rub of the green in the first 40 minutes and took our chances and opportunities, it was the second half was hard work, so they're all pleasing, especially away from home, I suppose, when there was so much on the line. Like, we knew they were going to be desperate tonight, and they had to win to keep their season alive, and we fronted up and delivered, so that makes it pleasing.
Finals locked in now, Dan. Is that just something that you don't have to worry about now for a week or so? Gets the boys, something else to focus on?
Yeah, I think the important thing at this time of year is just keep getting your preparation right, keep building momentum and confidence, because, as everyone in this room knows, if you take that into final series, then it's a good thing to have, off the back of what we've done previous. So that's all our focus will be. Nothing will change. The Reds are a tough team. They never give up, and they showed that last night against the Blues. So last game of the season for them, they'll be up for it. So we'll just get our prep right and make sure we give them the respect they deserve.
You mentioned playing positive rugby. Do you think you're playing a style of rugby that can win finals? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think on anyone's day, is it the Brumbies, whoever it is, I think once you get into that top 8, and as I said, if you've got confidence and momentum and belief in how you're playing, then any team's going to be dangerous, and I don't think we're any different there.
Christian, you've been a part of the club for a long while. Is this the most positive brand of rugby that the Brumbies have played?
Tough one to answer. I'm enjoying the way we're playing at the moment. Enjoying that the group can and adapt out there, and the group's growing. I think that's the pleasing thing, I guess, for both of us, is seeing the group connected and preparing well, and being able to trust each other and play a style that, whatever the game is going or however the game is going, to be able to get our way out of trouble or continue some momentum when we do have it, and take our opportunities as we did in the first half. So that's pleasing to be a part of. I don't know if it's the best brand we've played in my time. It's hard. Thanks for making me feel old on trying to reflect back on all the times there. But yeah, definitely pleasing with the way we're going. So it's positive.
Dan, another strong game from Tom Cusack tonight. Just talk a little bit about his efforts this season in that hard-working back row of yours.
Yeah, he's a good fella, Saki. He just does his job, he just works hard, and he probably doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Other guys will string together a few good games and all of a sudden they're a potential test player. I think Tom Cusack's been doing that for us for the best part of 2 years now, so he's just doing his job well. He just goes about his work, whether it's training, whatever it might be, and contributes. If he has to play 7, he'll do that well. If I push him to 6 or 8 within a game, he does that well. And the other side to Tom that people probably wouldn't see is just his leadership and his communication. He's a real positive influence on our group, and he's going to be important in the future. But really pleased for him.
There's a number of Wallabies head-to-head battles when we talk about selections further in the year. Is that a reminder to selectors to maybe not forget some of your boys later in the year?
Oh, you'd like to think so. Yeah, if we keep playing well and performing as a team, and then if we're doing that, then individuals are obviously doing their role well, and you'd like to hope that they'll be in the selectors' thoughts.
Christian, finals now, does that take a bit of pressure off next week, or because of the way you played against the Reds last time, it's looks good to go for next week?
Yeah, I think we just got to continue to enjoy this win first, and then get in and start preparing as best we can for next week. I think you don't start thinking about that stuff, finals, and obviously we weren't proud of the performance we put out against the Reds last time, so we're aware of that. and we'll go away and do our work again and just work hard day to day, and that's what we can really trust on, not really look too far ahead and control what we can. And that's our prep day to day, and making sure we're in a really good space to be able to perform as well as we can at home.
Dan, do you think you'll look to play your strongest side next week, or give 1 or 2 guys maybe a week off?
Oh, I'll think about that at a later stage, Christy. I think, my initial thoughts are is that, as I said, momentum, confidence. I'm not a big fan of making mass changes, but, is there a couple of guys that may need a break? That's something that we'll consider. But I wouldn't expect wholesale changes, that's for sure.
Any injury worries?
No, just sore bodies, I think. Yeah, just nothing serious there. I know Flair got a bump on his elbow, but nothing major, I don't think so. Hopefully, but they can pop up the next day. So we'll see how we go over the next 24 hours. Yeah, I saw Ricky's comments, so I'll second that. It'd be good in Canberra, wouldn't it, with a roof? Except for when the Queenslanders come, pull the roof back. But no, I think it's a great stadium. Surface is certainly dewy and slippery, and we were aware of that. That's the chat from the NRL teams that have played on here. But yeah, I could imagine with at full capacity there'd be some noise. But the facilities are outstanding. Like, we didn't do captain's run here, so lobbed in, and it was the first time we saw the joint. But yeah, outstanding facilities, and I think Andrew Barr was here enjoying the game. So yeah, hopefully he thinks about that in the future.
We talked a lot about crowds this year, but do you hope that people don't wait for the final, that they turn up for that red stand,
Yep.
it's another derby, and build that momentum on and off the field this week?
Yeah, I think so. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Make sure we're talking about the rugby and the positive rugby that's being played, instead of other issues, and get out there and see two really good teams. There's chat around Samu and his future and that sort of thing. If I'm a rugby fan, I wouldn't mind having a look at Karevi play. He was outstanding last night, and obviously the quality in our own group. So yeah, I think over the last couple of months now we've proven that it's not a fluke. We're working hard, and we're in a good spot at the moment, and again we're keen for that support to be shown.
Dan, a couple of weeks back when you guys rolled in a heap of tries and everyone was saying you were rolling more team, did you quietly relish that reputation, people might underestimate the fact that you've got all the other weapons too?
Yeah, we don't lose too much sleep about people getting into us about having a really good maul. I think what annoyed us at the time was probably just understanding the opposition and the tactics around it. We just travelled the world. The Blues, we thought were a little bit weak in that area around maul defence, so we took them on there. And then other areas of our game have now are in a good place. I think we've worked hard on our attack for the last 2 years. I think our defence has been outstanding, and we're getting opportunities off the back of our defence, off turnover attack. So we're just, we're far from perfect, but we're pleased with the direction our game's going.